What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back out with some more of the Chris Watts videos. And today we're going to be taking a look at the other side of the more, again, people that don't like this, spiritual side. There's some people that love it. There's some people that hate it. I'm looking at all aspects of this case. Now, with Sage's channel, I've been definitely enjoying her content. Now, again, it's all, I wouldn't say speculation, but it's all alleged. It's her opinion, not facts. So don't take it and say, "Oh, we're stating factual." That's not what she's saying, okay? She's putting it what she sees. You take it with what you will and go on with it. So we're going to be watching this one of her newest video of Jim and Nichol Kessinger. What was his involvement? Obviously, with a lot of speculation that's out there with this Jim, the man to the other man to the other woman, the mistress Nichol Kessinger. She was friends with Jim. We don't know if Jim is real or if Jim is code or if Jim is an actual person. Like, we don't know because she said, "Leave Jim alone." And you know what the cops did? They left him alone. Like, that makes no sense. So, with that being said, we're going to get into Sage's channel. We're going to watch what she has stated about Jim. Again, this is all alleged. But before we go any further, if you guys could do me a solid favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel by hitting the white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. You guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so very much for the love and support that you guys continuously show on this channel. We're making our way to 54,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to that 100K, but I need your guys' help. Also, the link is in the description for Sage's channel. Go over there, give her some love, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Give her a chance. For those that definitely, again, don't believe, just take it with a grain of salt. We're not forcing anything on you. We're just looking at what she says. We're looking at the options. I mean, a lot of the things that she said about me when I told nobody about my attachment, which comes and goes, she was spot on. We didn't even talk, and she knew about it. And no, she didn't put it on me. Like, people kept saying that Sage is the one that put it. No. But I'm telling you, she's on it, okay? So that being said, let's get a video.
Hello, everybody. Sage here.
Hello.
I wanted to do a reading on
Jim.
the Chris Watts case. Actually, I've had a lot of you ask me to do a reading regarding Jim and
Leave
his
Jim alone.
involvement. I'm not too sure if it's going to show me in this reading.
I'd like to see what it says.
I'm really curious to see.
Because we don't know much about Jim. Literally, the only thing that we do know about him is he's friends of the Kessinger family, mostly Nichol. Nichol Kessinger was talking, while she was talking with Chris, romantically, inappropriately, butt stuff, you get the gist. She was also, right after talking with Chris, would talk to Jim. And then if she was talking to Jim, she'd call Chris right afterwards. It was such a weird, like, you could see the phone logs of her talking to Chris. Then she would talk to Jim. Then she would talk to Charlotte. Then she would talk to Chris. Then she would talk to Jim. Then she just kept going back and forth. It was the weirdest thing ever.
See what it'll say. So let's get to this now. I did shuffle. Of course, before I started this video, I'll do a couple more times. I'm using the Bluebird Lenormand deck.
And again, I'm not stating that I believe or disbelieve in this. I don't know what to take, what I see. I just want to hear what she thinks and try to put that together with the case. So for those that are like, "Oh, he's trying to promote another channel and lies," and what are you on? Okay, like, I'm just trying to watch something, react to it, commentate on it, and bring it to your guys' attention. There's a lot of people too that would have never known about Sage's channel if it wasn't for me. I'm just trying to help. It's like, wow.
Like I usually do for these readings. Oh, one came out. Oh, The mountain, fierce foe. All right.
She's definitely quiet.
I kind of have a feeling the extent of his involvement in this, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if
Some
I'm
people
right.
think he was in that red car that they talked about. He was help with the getaway, the cleaning, the safe house that apparently she said she had. And again, hers is interesting too. Is she doesn't do upside down
Mhm.
and like 8 cards at a time. She puts the whole deck on the table and then going from left to right, up and down. It tells a story for her. And she's definitely told us which one is
Okay,
which.
so the the first the first row here,
Got a
I'm going to
coffin.
point a couple of things out. So usually the first row tells me like what is on the querent's mind. Like querent meaning Jim, is I kind of what I did was I thought of Jim and his involvement with NK and the mess that horrible thing that happened with Chris Watts. And so I got to show you guys something. So the anchor is the very first. I got a new camera, so I'm trying to get used to this. Um, is the very first card along with
The letter
the letters
next to the
giving
coffin.
information. The anchor is has had like a it's like NK has
A hold.
unloaded information for a long time on him. He's been like her um confidant. And I'm going to point something else out here to you guys. This is
The coffin.
the coffin is next to the letters. So this is about death. Um,
And she shuffled the
now,
deck.
this is the sun, and this is the child, and this is the tower. The tower here meaning prison,
Oh.
and the heart and the stars. And we'll get to that here soon. But the sun in this case means
Excuse me.
innocent lives, innocent, the son next to the child, innocent lives, the having long-term knowledge of a death of innocent lives that could lead to prison. um, and we'll see what else goes on with the heart and the stars. Oop, I almost messed up there. I was going to shuffle again. All right, let's see here. Oh, contract. So underneath the letters is a contract, is the ring, which means a contract. The anchor, the information, the anchor um, is above the stork, which is
Like a message
another
delivery.
affirmation regarding that this is about children. All right, let me just get on with this because, oh, all right.
And she always grabs from the bottom.
Information he did not want to have. It's a burden. Okay, this is not good.
I'm very intrigued to what she says.
It affects health,
Because not
emotions,
a lot of people know things about Jim. I'm still learning things
something
about
that's
Jim.
not going to go away. The snake in the mountain, evil, feelings of evil, doings. Um, okay. Da, da. Oh, so I want to also bring to your attention as well. Um, the woman, the lady is right here. Nick, she's
Next to the
looking
sickle
at the scythe,
or scythe.
which is a cutting away.
The Grim Reaper uses
The
it.
snake is
Sinister.
being, someone that will bring you harm. So
So the woman.
so he's right here. The gentleman is here. The lady is here. There's always going to be a connection. There's always going to be a connection regarding those two between Jim and
Nichol.
NK. He had, now this is where the heart card has come in. He had lots of dreams and aspirations with the stars. The heart, he actually loved her. He loved her a lot and would do anything for her. And he did. Actually, what he's
Booty
he
call.
feels like he's been,
Oh, did I say
just
that out
from the
loud?
information that she's confided in him. Um, um, he feels like he's just in too deep. And he is diagonal from Jim. This is the gentleman is
The
Jim,
prison.
is the tower, and he knows that the information that he has could lead to jail time. I mean, she's told him a lot, you guys, and it's disrupted his peace and tranquility. It's affected his finances. Um, uh, did he go into hiding too, you guys? Do you know if he? Because I haven't heard
He
anything from
apparently
him
had a
about
safe
him
house.
at all either. So it's almost like
He's,
almost like when
he's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Nichol said she's got a safe house with him. We don't know where that's at, nor do we care, honestly, about that. We just want to know their involvement. If
underground
there
too, right?
was,
Maybe not. I just haven't delved into, I haven't looked him up or anything, so you guys would know more than me with
can't
that.
find much, Sage.
Um, he's constantly, there's the crossroads and the lilies, which is peace and tranquility, and there's the cross. So there's a crossroads, and the lilies, and the crossroads is above the snake. I hope I'm not going too fast or
Nope.
this is being too complicated, but I want you guys to know that this is a pattern that it's like a decision that he makes every day to not disclose information that he knows. It's disturbing his peace and
It's going to
tranquility.
come out eventually.
Every day he wakes up, and this is another meaning of the sun, because every morning he wakes up,
Thinking
there's a
about it.
crossroads. He wakes up every morning, and he um, makes the decision to not disclose. It's really eating at him. This information is really, it's affected him on a daily basis. Despair, putting himself down. He's, you know, his self-esteem, his confidence is gone. He is so scared of being
Caught.
affiliated with her, because he would be easy. He knows that he would very easily
So
crack,
why didn't they talk to her or
and
him?
let someone know everything. So he's just like, he's he's suffering through this too, you guys. He's
Oh, I know why they probably didn't talk to him. Because they shut down the investigations once Chris confessed. Tammy Lee even said that they had even more interviews and interrogations to do, but they couldn't because D.A. Rourke shut it down after Chris confessed. Just think what would happen if they continuously made this even more. Like, it would have been like jaw dropping, to be honest.
suffering through this too. And not,
I'd like to
and
know what
this
he
is a
thinks.
ripple effect from what happened with Chris Watson, what he had done through NK, her involvement. And because of her involvement, she involved Jim. Um, and I got to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I keep seeing in my mind's eye that he was possibly supposed to be her alibi.
She never needed
But
it.
NK knew that Jim wasn't a great liar. Like she can,
She said
NK
leave
is a
him
great
alone.
liar. Well, she thinks she is
She's a
anyway, right? I
manipulator.
mean, um, she's got delusions of grandeur when it comes to that because she's been doing it all her life. Um, and she seems to get away with a lot of stuff too. So there you go. But she knows, you know, that Jim wasn't that great at it. And so she wanted to
Keep
not
him away.
involve him as much as possible because he knew that he would give it away, even just by the look on his face, because he was supposed to be the alibi. And,
Bum bum bum.
and just with that much involvement in him knowing about what had happened has been eating away at this man. He has this has changed so many lives, you know so many lives, and it's a terrible, terrible event, but he's really trying very hard to keep his promise. um he has, again, the promise, the mice is in eating away at his emotions, at his everything his that he could have been in this life. um Strife. He's like, because he's got to filter everything through the event, um, of what happened. All of his decisions and whatnot, they've had to be decisions that were to keep him hidden
Tiptoeing.
from view, from, being found out, from being tied with NK. Now I do kind of see there is, where did I see the birds? Okay, the birds, the lady is in K, and it's right here. She's right here. And the birds. Now, the birds is electronic speaking, like
Phone.
through the phone or through a computer. And I see some of that happening between them. So she does contact him, occasionally, just to kind of keep him reminded of
She probably
things,
friend zoned
right?
him.
Of, I can hear her say, "Oh, dude,
There's also rumors about them doing a three-way, but again, who cares about that part? We care about if there was involvement between the two with Chris.
dude, I sure appreciate like you doing this for me, and like I'll never forget this." And you know, I also kind of see, possibility. Now he's looking at fish, which is, an exchange of money,
So he was paid off
and there's a very, very high possibility that there was an exchange of money, um,
to shut up.
possibly like hush money, to keep quiet. And that's above her, but I really can't see her having that dough to fish out. It might be
She got it
from
from her
someone
daddy.
else. I'm not going to speculate any further on that,
It's
but
speculation,
I
but
really do believe that,
it's not facts.
that was another motivator for him to not
Love, money, and
disclose
sex.
things,
Pretty much what drove this
because
case.
he fights that urge every day. Every day he wakes up. Every day he wakes up and he
Power.
fights that urge
Politics.
to not go to a police station and just tell them
Oh
everything he
man, do I
knows.
wish he
Because
does.
this guy actually, he has a conscience, right? And he knows what happened was horrible and disgusting.
How much you want to bet too? Like Nicole probably confided in front of him. It was like, oh, this was what happened. I don't know what to do. Told the story, and she's like, you can't tell anybody. Like, who knows if that's the case?
And really evil. Now, when she calls him and contacts him, there's like the clouds next to the birds, and that is doubts. So it's like she's trying to dispel doubts within him when she calls. That's the sole purpose in her keeping tabs on him, And that's what it is like keeping tabs on him. It's like, okay, dude, how you doing? You know, make sure that you just kind of continue doing this,
Don't fall down the
he
rabbit
thought,
hole.
NK thought that this would have died down a long time ago.
No,
And
it's
I think
not.
you guys all know that. I think I've said that before.
We're keeping it alive.
And she had reassured
It would blow
Jim
over.
that it would, but it hasn't. It hasn't. And it won't. This will not go away.
Nope.
This will not ever go away. Ever.
They're stuck with us.
And so through NK, he's tied to this tragedy as well.
So he wasn't involved per se.
Because of the fact that this whole story wasn't told, right? We know this. The whole story wasn't told. 100% the justice wasn't done.
Agreed.
And because of that, and what part he played in it was, and from what I see in this first spread that I'm doing with this is that his role, his main role, was to be an alibi if she needed him to be, and her confidant, and bouncing plans off of him. It's like, what do you think about this, and what do you think about that? And initially, I mean, this Jim guy, I really don't think that he thought that she was being serious about things, right? About these
Confided, maybe.
plans. He was like, oh, and we all have that one friend that'll kind of, well, joke around about, they have like morbid sense of humor, right? And he just kind of thought, well, she's kind of weird that way anyway. And he's like, oh, this will never happen, right? Well, lo and
April
behold,
Fools.
this did. And of course, she had given him this. Somehow he's known play by play on everything that had occurred.
Because she confided
And
in front into him.
there's nightmares. He's got nightmares. The guy's actually, like I said, he's got a conscience, and this is really eating at him every single
Well, hopefully
day.
he cracks one day.
Um,
Do you know how explosive that would be?
but I got to tell you guys, there ain't no one that would be. I could not do that for someone. I could not do that. I couldn't keep that secret,
Shit.
knowing
That's a
the
big
horrible
secret.
evilness that had occurred. So I don't, he's made his bed and he's laying in it, and until he comes forward and um, tells someone what he knows, it's going to continue to eat at him. Um, and maybe, I'm just doing like this very outside fringe reading on him, right? And this is like his state of mind now.
So he's suffering
What
like
is really
kind of
bothering
like
him
Nicole
is
Cole is.
knowing this information, carrying around like an anchor this information about
But not a lot of
death,
people know about Jim.
and despair, this contract of, I promise I won't say anything. I promise you, your secret is safe with me, kind of a thing. And boy, oh boy, you know,
I think she
anybody that
confided
does
in
that, you
him.
end up paying for it in the end. You really
If
do.
you don't pay for this life, you're going to
And
pay
it's
for the
just not
next.
worth, your peace of mind. And and he's actually, what he did was he denied himself his, by allowing her to make a contract with him regarding this. It allowed him to redirect his life's path, his soul's purpose for coming here
And
to
bad?
Earth and learning a lesson. So he's actually, he's going to have to come back and, and relearn things that he was supposed to learn, initially. So I feel when I do these readings and when I do readings for other people, what I do is I really feel the emotions, and sometimes I get a little bit caught up in it.
It can
And
attach
like right
itself.
now, how I'm feeling is like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. Like I want to cry. I have deep, deep regrets. And this is how he's
How
feeling.
he's feeling.
And um, and believe you me, I cleanse myself after these. Don't worry about that. I definitely do. But maybe another day. See, this is just the first reading on this. This is the fringe work, right? This is the outside fringe work and what he's feeling now and the first initial involvement with Jim. I'm not going to look any further into this just yet. What I'm going to do is I can't do too much of it because it does have a tendency to affect people. And and I've learned this actually from
So it's
starting
affecting her.
YouTube and doing these videos. I found that if I do too many NK videos, I get ill.
It's
And
because
no
there's
matter
an
how much I
attachment.
protect myself and cleanse myself. And so at another time, I'll do another reading
Okay.
on this and we'll delve a little bit deeper into it.
I'm game.
So, yeah, we'll see. So, anyway, everybody.
So a lot of Reddit posts continue to talk about this Jim Gutoski. The case is big, obviously, with all these different people that are, excuse me, sorry, that are involved in this case. NK and Chris being one of the main focuses on that caused said murder. One being physical. We still don't know if NK was being physical in this or not, but she has felonies that she could be charged with. But this one is the Jim part. Why hasn't anybody identified Leave Jim Alone? Why not? Is he even a real person? Has his identified been even established? To me, Jim is what somebody said on Reddit, and how little both of us, the police, know about him is very fishy. He is only 2 degrees of separation away from Chris. He is close friends with Chris's mistress. I find it very odd that the police didn't even interview him, didn't even think about it. Nichol still doesn't have an alibi. Still, there's no alibi. Why was NK able to call the shots with the police interview an instant? Leave Jim alone. Leave him out of this. Why was her wording that she stated right there able to deter the police to not even decipher that, hey, we should maybe look at Jim. Maybe Jim knows something. Maybe Jim knows everything. Some people state that he is the key person. He appeared out of nowhere on the morning of the murders, called at 6 o'clock in the morning, sick for 3 days in Nichole's apartment, and been traveling to the sand dunes together with Chris and Nichol. And he didn't know nothing about Chris. It's very, very peculiar. Makes no sense why they didn't talk to him. Why was Nichol calling the shots when she was not law enforcement? There's more to Jim that we even know, and maybe we need to start going down that rabbit hole of Jim. Because maybe Jim can break this case open. Who knows? I have no idea. But I'd like to know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, I thank you very much for watching my video and my reaction. Make sure you guys go over to Sage's channel and give her some love on the other videos that she has posted. Leave a like for all the obvious reasons of hopefully one day actually closing this case 100%. Again, that's why this case is so high up there, is because it's not closed to all the people that have witnessed, read the documentaries, read the discovery pages, seen all the interviews. We call BS. We call BS. So again, thank you guys for watching. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.